greatest thing that God has invented for us as men, our greatest invention, God's greatest gift to us is work, the ability to work. And I want to just open your eyes to and help you to understand that each time God gives you the grace to wake up every morning, you should just be rejoicing. Work is more important than vacation. Work is more important than the beach. Work is more important than the sand of the Caribbean. Work is more important than the ocean. Work is more important than pleasure. Work, the greatest invention for man. Work, God's greatest invention that He has given for us and to us. If you understand work, you don't need any more adrenaline. The greatest adrenaline you need is work. If you understand work, you've gotten your adrenaline from there. If you just by the concept of it, just by understanding it, just understanding work is supposed to be surging into you so much grace, so much energy, so much power, so much enthusiasm, so much positiveness, so much so much optimism. Work is supposed to be giving you a surge of energy. Work, God's great invention for you. God's great invention for you. God's great invention for me. What do you think work will do for us? What do you think work will do for us? So listen to me carefully. Work, therefore, is the greatest invention God has for you. So if you understand work, you will be the most excited person on the earth. Work will get you excited. Work will get you excited. Work will get you energized. Work will release the energy of God upon you. Work will release the importance of God in inside of you. Now, what that means is, when you work, listen closely now. When we work, we discover ourselves. Work allows you to discover a new you every time. Try to think about something. You will not even believe that. Oh, I never knew I knew that. I never knew this could come out of me. Oh, I can't believe I'm the one who did this. Work will discover you. Work is one of God's instruments for you to discover yourself. Work is one of God's instruments that He has given unto you. God's blessings, God's great invention that He has handed over to you, through which you will discover the wealth, the depth of 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 wealth that God has planted into you. Oh, my friend, my brother, my sister, believe me, God has planted a depth of wealth, a depth of wealth, a depth of wealth inside of you, and you need to unveil it before you die. And the greatest key and the greatest invention, the greatest instrument that God has given to you to unveil that wealth, that depth of wealth that He has put inside of you is work. It is only through work you will be able to discover that there is greatness in you, that there is wealth in you, that there is something buried within you, that there is a seed of greatness in you, that you are not ordinary, that you are supernatural, that you are made to be great, that you are made to be special, that you are greater than what you see, that what you see cannot limit you, that what you have now cannot limit you, that you are much more greater, that you are much more superior, that you are much more inexpandable than you could imagine. There is so much wealth in you. There is so much grace in you. There is so much resource in you. There is so much possibility in you. There is so much God nature in you. There is so much nature and the wealth and the fullness of God that is buried inside of you, that one of the greatest things you could do to yourself, is to discover that greatness. And the way to do that is through work. Work God's great blessing to us. Work God's great blessing to man. Work God's great blessing to man. Work God's great blessing to you and I.